Resignators.
Punk ska springs to mind.
You're not familiar with the Resignators? Come on, where you been?
Big band, it's a ska band, so there's lots of members.
Fun time musicians.
Resignators are a really cool bunch of musicians from right across the state of Victoria.
The Resignators are dozens of musicians over 15 years coming together to play some good time music and have a whole lot of fun.
7 people who still think ska music is a good idea.
Talisman, a wonderful creation.
Steve was the brains behind Talisman.
I do remember often he'd be jumping out of the shower in the morning and standing there in his undies playing the guitar saying, "How's this sound?"
Talisman has that little shutdown part where it goes.
I'll direct you to Steve for that one.
Yeah, well, I know that Steve and Stacey put a lot of work into getting that piece together, so I guess that's a really good question for me.
Talisman, best left to Steve.
I think Steve and Stace did whatever magical doodly-doo they do in their living room.
Dabbled with like a little bit of dub when we did our cover of God's My Pal.
That was Steve's initiative.
Ask Steve about that one.
The dub release. Yeah, that was a good idea. That was mine.
Steve.
I'd love to take credit for the dub version after 7 years in New Zealand and one of the best dub scenes in the world. But again, that one goes back to Steve.
Would have loved to have taken credit for it, but that was Steve's idea.
I think you'll find that I love dub.
The dub does work better.
Carnation 2021, I cannot wait.
Are you kidding? A chance to play Ska Nation again?
Uber stoked to be playing this Ska Nation festival.
After the 2 years of lockdown in Melbourne, I'm excited to play anywhere.
Really excited about playing Ska Nation, just getting out again after so many months of lockdown.
I just can't wait for Ska Nation. First time outdoors. It's going to be so much fun. Hope to see everyone there.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously.
So the people that I'm looking forward to, well, look, I do have a beautiful poster here. But, you know, as usual, I just love watching the Melbourne Ska Orchestra.
It's without a doubt the single biggest ska event in Australia.
I've got to say, Admiral Akbar's dishonourable discharge.
The Alice Bina folks that we played with in Brisbane, we haven't seen them in years. The Bennies I'm really excited for because they're a party band.
Truth be told, probably the Bennies.
Bands I really want to see at Ska Nation. Obviously, really want to see the Bennies, Melbourne Ska Orchestra, Ska Vendors, Looney Tunes. But I'm kind of hanging out for Operation Big Jake Boss Tone.
With careful deliberation.
Either Steve or Francis come up with sort of a general list.
Planning of the set list for the Resignators. Dart and a dartboard.
I don't usually plan anything. I usually get given a set list, which is A-okay with me.
Well, being a horn player, I'm at the bottom of the food chain, so I just basically do what I'm told.
Set lists are debated, and then we all agree.
We either get to the show and hurriedly scribble it all down on a piece of paper and then write a bunch of weird arrows to put them all into the right order, or Steve or Francis is organised enough to do one before we get to the gig.
What, does anybody in the Resignators suffer from stage fright? Nah.
I'd probably say Area 7.
Area 7 for sure.
First ska punk band I've heard from Australia. That would be the Resignators.
The band I'd have to mention is Loin Groin. I've had a man crush on those guys for decades.
Australian ska punk bands, probably Strange Tenants, Loin Groin, and of course Area 7.
the horn section for sure. They dribble everywhere.
Well, it's got to be Stacey. Although, you know, annoying people are useful because they help us get things right.
Dan, purely for that wimpy answer he gave before.
Most annoying person at band practice? That'd be Sharp. Oh no, he's not in the band anymore. Dit. Oh no, he's not there anymore. Al. No, she's not there anymore. Look, it doesn't really matter.
Me, probably. I can't remember the bits. Very annoying. Everybody else can do whatever they want, really. I only really get mostly annoyed at myself.
I think a favourite one is really Ultimatum.
Rage and See You in Hell are still great ones to play.
Girls, what's your favourite Resignators song?
Taco burrito.
Would probably have to be Offbeat.
The offbeat feeling.
Parker Brothers is kind of a favourite of mine, although we don't play it much. Ultimatum, which I really like. But I Bleed is probably my favourite back catalogue song.
It'd have to be Buy More Stuff, wouldn't it? It's the only one I've written lyrics to.
The new Voodoo Glow Skulls is pretty good.
Lately, it's been a whole lot of button-down radio.
Amel and the Sniffers, that was awesome when she released Comfort to Me, their latest album.
Lately, a band called More on Police.
I've been on a bit of a third wave kick.
The new Big D and the Kids Table.
Black Messiah by D'Angelo. Carbon Core by Lustmord. Brad Meldau, Joshua Redman, Nearness. Where's the fourth one? There's a fourth one. Oh, Fat Freddy's Drop, Dr. Boondigger.
Don't do drugs.
When you practice, don't just practice to get it right, practice till you can't make a mistake.
One of them was from Buck from the Toasters, who recommended that I get an endorsement with Reverend Guitars.
Play with conviction.
The best piece of advice I ever got from a musician is actually from Wynton Marsalis, just name dropping there. And I met him once at backstage at Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra concert. And I brought with me this book, which is a very famous book if you're a trumpet player that a lot of people learn from, including him. And he wrote on the inside cover, Jeremy, practice slowly, Wynton Marsalis.
Don't be a wanker.
What Dan said.
Welcome to the winter of my discontent.